Former President Trump's hush money trial will begin in the middle of April. That's the ruling from a judge who today rejected his defense attorney's motion to further delay it. CBS 2's Alice Gaynor was in the courtroom. She joins us now with more. Alice.
Well, Dick, you may remember the trial was actually supposed to begin today, but it was pushed to April over concerns about a last-minute document dump. The defense pointed fingers at the Manhattan DA's office, saying they wrongfully withheld them, but the judge ruled the DA's office was not at fault for the late disclosure from federal prosecutors, noting the DA's office made a good faith effort. Former President Donald Trump arrived to the courthouse as a small group of demonstrators gathered outside.
Trump is guilty.
This is not a trial. This is not an act of criminality.
But you are having one, so do you?
I don't know if we're having one. We're going to be appealing right now. I can tell you that. We did nothing wrong.
On Monday, a judge set a trial date of April 15th.
Starting this trial in April, or even starting this trial at any point before the election, is completely unfair to President Trump.
In trying to seek a further delay, the defense accused the Manhattan DA's office of discovery violations, claiming prosecutors did not do enough to obtain and turn over more than 100,000 documents federal prosecutors recently gave them sooner. But when asked, they could not provide any case law to support their argument, prompting Judge Juan Merchan to scold them. "You are literally accusing the Manhattan District Attorney's Office and the people involved in this case of engaging in prosecutorial misconduct and of trying to make me complicit in it, and you don't have a single cite to support that position." At one point saying, "It's odd that we're even here taking this time." Judge Merchan said prosecutors went above and beyond what they were required to do. When asked, prosecutors said only about 300 pages or less were relevant to the case. But defense attorney Todd Blanche said they needed to review tens of thousands of pages. The judge, noting Blanche's background as a former federal prosecutor, told them they should have acted sooner if they thought they did not have all the records. The documents relate to bank records and emails regarding the DOJ's investigation into Michael Cohen, Trump's former lawyer and fixer. Trump is accused of falsifying business records to cover up payments to adult film star Stormy Daniels, who claimed she had an affair with Trump. He has pleaded not guilty and denied the affair. And if convicted, it is a crime punishable by up to 4 years in prison. Dick?
All right, Alice, thanks very much. Also today, a New York appeals court gave Trump 10 more days to post bond in his civil fraud judgment. The amount was reduced from more than $450 million to $175 million. Trump, his adult sons, and company were fined for fraudulently inflating the value of the assets. Today's ruling prevents New York's Attorney General from seizing Trump's property to cover the judgment. CBS is covering every legal development for the former President Trump. Find a full breakdown of all the cases he's involved in, from his civil fraud trial here in New York to the Georgia election interference case, on our website, cbsnewyork.com.